Hi, this is video 274, the first video of year 8 of the restoration of Lancaster NX611 to airworthy condition. A big thanks to everyone at the Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Centre, the management, especially Andrew and Bob, Chief Engineer, for allowing me into the workshop area, and all the staff and volunteers. The engineers' contribution to these videos is awesome. A big thanks to them. And thank you for all your comments. I do read them but don't give time to get round to answering them all. But I do try to answer them on the videos. So John and Jacob are working on the wing ribs. I also caught up with Phil, who I'd not seen for some time. I asked Mike the painter about some parts turning out satin finish and some turning out gloss. I also spoke to John about lifting the wing front spar off the wing structure and what will happen to rib 22. Kevin wanted to know, will these be the final work on the rear fuselage? When completed in a few months' time, it will be classed by the ground staff as airworthy. On the final year of construction, when all the parts are complete, the old structure will go through examination, and if any parts not up to scratch, they will be made good. They will be only worked on if needed. Graham wanted to know, would there be any more aircraft restoration after the Lancaster is complete? Yes, Graham, it's already started on the B-25. It's a low key at the moment. They will get it to taxiing condition first and then onwards. I will start with Norman, who has now started to manufacture skins to fit at the rear part of the rear fuselage. This will meet up with Dave's skins already pinned to the fuselage.
Fitting for some reamers.
Reamers, what?
Yeah.
Straight reamers or taper reamers?
Straight ones, but I've got to plot them holes there. And I've got the original ones are there, but I need a reamer to get them out to the right size for the bolts, to hold it in place up and then plot those. Yeah. And then we can start doing together. Yeah.
Mind you, I've had it fitted in the aircraft.
Yeah, but we just haven't got those because they're new, them too. Yeah. I don't know, there's 4 holes to go in here. They're on the aircraft, so I'm going to hold it in place and then plot them 4 holes, drill it through nearly there, put it back on again and then do the reamers.
Yeah. Hey, you've done a great job. I also spoke to John about lifting the wing front spar off the wing structure and what will happen to rib 22. So when you lift it off this time, you'll lift off rib 22 with it, will you?
Well, no, we'll lift it off rib 22. Whether Keith can get the pins out with his big rivet gun or not, I don't know, but we've got nothing to react against.
Yeah.
Because basically the rib is lying on top of what we want to knock it, so when you try and knock them up, it's going to knock the spar up, I think. So I don't know about that one at the minute. Let's see what he says. If we can lift it off, that'd be better, because then we can dismantle all parts of the leading edge, and then we can turn the main spar web over and then put the gravities in our favour to get them out.
Yeah.
As you remember, the last ones we used 18 tons to press one of them out. I hope it doesn't come to that.
I'd like to be in there for the bang.
Yeah. No. No, you wouldn't. It was frightening.
Right. And what rib you on now?
I'm on rib 10. Jacob's over there. He's back from his holidays in Holland. He's working on rib 9.
They've only, on this one, it looks like they've only gone between these two top out strengtheners on the double holes. The other one went all the way along.
Yeah, some have, some haven't. Some got a little bit on it. I really don't know. But there's something about this rib which is bothering me, because you know, the holes aren't all that clever, and it's got too much metal in it. It's panting.
Oh,
yeah. And the other ones were dead flat, lovely, all fitted nicely. This one, we release the rivets and the skin would pop up.
Yeah.
Dong, 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 dong. So it's as though Avro had done it.
Yeah.
It's been reworked at Avro's. Because if it was reworked at the Bourget like that, they wouldn't have wouldn't have had the capability of putting the part numbers back onto it.
I asked Mike the painter about some parts turning out satin finish and some turning out gloss.
What was that one?
Yeah. He was saying some were coming back with a nice polish on them and the others are a little bit flatter.
We're trying to work on the flatter.
Yeah.
It's a case of not putting too much thinners in it. I've been working out and asking questions and even emailed a guy in America that does an awful lot of paint. It's quite, I watch some of the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And I've put the question to him, and it basically comes down to how much thinners you can use. So the least amount of thinners you can use, the more satin it stays, and then to build it up. So we've been doing most of the stuff. We did literally just one coat because it covers so well.
Yeah.
But if I was to do a dust coat and I'd build it up and do like a dust coat, and then go over again for the second coat, it's tending to come out more satin than...
Yeah.
It does die down and it does dry out, but it's a known little problem.
Yeah.
And that the answer is not too much thinners. But then we've got... The paint shop's not... Yes, there's heaters in there, but we can't have the heaters on whilst you're spraying.
No.
So it's drawing in freezing cold air, so when it starts getting to the winter time, start to get a little bit of a problem where it's like quite cold in there. Yeah. So it's less thinners and just like start to build it up a little bit with maybe a dust coat on and then go for the second coat. So that's why some of these are, I think it's that one maybe that we've just done, that's come out a bit more satin than that bit.
Yeah.
And that's ideally what we want.
Yeah.
Is that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see.
I don't know if you can see, it's got more.
I don't know whether the camera will pick it up. You can see that's more of a satin, and this has got a little bit more sheen in it.
So we're starting to get there a little bit, but it's just a case of getting it about right.
Right.
But
Good night. Thank you. John Barnes wanted to know whether you've got a RAL number for the Lancaster green, the inside.
No, we haven't. What we did find, the original colour green that was inside, we had matched up, so it's got its own specific number. It's not an RAL number, like going to an automotive paint shop and asking for it. But if we could give you a colour match that you can take to a car body shop and get some made up, if you like, or it depends how much you want.
Will that be a numbers or what? Or
it's got the manufacturer's got their own number, so it's not going to mean anything.
No.
It's not an RAL number as people know it. No.
Okay. So this is the bottom skin of below the door and coming up the sides.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's the original one you've taken off.
Yeah.
Got quite a few skins on that.
Yeah. Thanks, Norman.
All right.
Yeah, both sides now, and then obviously this one goes along the bottom there. I can't do the top one because that goes all the way. So.
Oh, does it? Yeah.
So, have to wait
so this is the one you're working on now, which covers this section.
It goes down to there.
Yeah.
And then up there.
Yeah. And it fits underneath this one.
Yeah.
So you get
and then I'll be able to do that panel there, which goes up the side there.
Yeah.
And then, but normally starting from the back with the skins now. So,
I see.
Yeah, so we're going to meet in the middle.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Phil's here anyway, I'll have loads to tell you.
Who's that?
Phil.
Phil?
Hasn't been on for a while.
No, he hasn't. Are you Phil?
The Benny Hill Show. I am, yeah, I'm the new guy.
You're the new guy, right? The new Phil.
That's right.
Yeah, I like your Lancaster. Is it a Lancaster?
It is a Lancaster.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. So what are you up to, Phil?
Well, you'll see these little semicircles just here.
That's from the original former. Yeah.
That's right, the original former, but you'll probably recall from the other videos,
Yeah.
we did the other rear fuselage. The control runs travel down this side, the port side of the rear fuselage, to take the inputs from the pilot's control column for the elevators and also the rudder pedals. So those control runs come down here, and as they pass through each one of the formers that Dave's made, each of those areas has got a reinforcing plate on it. So I'm manufacturing new reinforcing plates to go on to each former when the control rods go through.
So how many have we got to do then?
Well, the control rods go right through to here, where the tailplane goes for the elevators. So starts at former 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
So you're making those at the moment before you do any.
They're all to the drawing.
Yeah. You're not drilling any holes yet into the formers.
No, we're not.
You're going to drill the holes in. I'll take it in these first. And then
actually, it's a good question, Nev. What we'll do is we're going to get a laser, and the laser will be used to transpose the datum line, onto the actual formers. So we'll drill the formers first, then when the holes are in the formers, I'll put the blank on like that, and then backmark through the former onto this. So we make these match the former rather than trying to make the aircraft match these.
Yeah.
The datum is actually the aircraft formers, and these are just a secondary support. So it's too risky to pre-drill the holes in all of these reinforcing because of that.
Yeah.
At the moment, because it's all gripped up and skinned up, the structure is actually rigid at the moment. So we're going to use a laser to actually transpose the datum lines. In fact, it's just here, right? There's two datums just here. You've got the aircraft datum just there, which is the actual centre line of the aircraft that the designer moved all the way through the fuselage from front to back. But for the building the rear fuselage in the war on the jig, the rear fuselage has got its own datum line just there. So the centre of these holes on the formers are measured from the rear fuselage datum line. I think it's about 9 and 63/64 of an inch from that datum to the centre of the holes, and each one has got its own measurement, because what the designer did is he actually made the control rods converge.
Yeah.
So they actually get closer together as they go back. So all these datums and all these measurements are going to be absolutely critical, because obviously when the pilot moves the control column in pitch for the elevators, it's got to be smooth, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You can't afford to have any restrictions in the control.
So are they a straight, do they keep in a straight line, or do they, as they get further down, drop down?
There's some, in the centre fuselage, there's some points where they drop.
Yeah.
It's not one direct line all the way through. It sort of goes along, drops, goes along.
You've got the bearings between
and then that's right, each one of these formers, at various points, there's actually bearings bolted to them, and the bearings actually support the control run, keep it nice and smooth for the pilot. So
oh, good. Well done, Phil. Building progress well underway with the groundwork. They've had good 6 or 7 weeks of dry weather. So this is nearly ready for Mike.
I'm going to put it back on for now because I need it on to drill that end panel, pick up on the holes. So I'll have it ready.
Oh, what? Do you mean the tall one?
Yeah, I'll have it ready for him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got stuff to do today, so I'll have 3 or 4 panels for him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Keep him happy.
Got it. Put it in, have you?
It's on, yeah. So now that's on. We'll put that panel there, which overlaps all these and this. So I need that on.
It underlaps, does it?
Overlap. It's on. Yeah, it's this one.
It overlaps.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. That 187. That sits over the top of them all. So I'll put that one on now and drill all these off.
Yeah.
Then I can.
Have you got that one started yet?
No, I'm just going to get it now. So that I'll get all that done. Then that's that area done. Then I can ship them off to Mike.
Yeah. And the long length of it hasn't come yet.
They're on the way, apparently. On the way.
Oh,
So,
good.
100-foot roll or something. Yeah.
You're moving now.
I know.
I'm not sure this little clamp will be strong enough to put it in.
Yeah, but it's a lot more flexible at the front.
That's true, but you can't get right down. Any good? Keep going. I'm frightened of breaking the clamp.
Right, hold it there. I'll mark the holes and then we'll just see what they look like.
And these are the support mobile stands to take the leading edge, this leading spar. We've got 2 more over there. Good morning, Dennis.
All right there.
Thanks. Right, so how are we doing, Dennis? Well, we're progressing.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We've got the first one of Red 12 done. Port side and just finish it off. Then we've got the starboard to do.
Yeah. Did you use that to cutter there
That
to do
one there,
this one?
yeah.
Do you find knocking these over by hand doesn't distort the metal as much as putting it and then forcing it? Or is there any difference?
It would be better if we had the actual tool, obviously.
Yeah, it'd be better, would it? Yeah.
Probably would be better, but we don't have it, so
No,
the one we have, you can see, that's it.
the smaller ones, like
Smaller
yeah.
ones, yeah.
Yeah. Can you get the tool for the big ones then?
I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
on they're the formers, so we just have to cut the hole to suit and then knock it over and that's it.
Yeah. fitted okay, did it?
We're having trouble.
This is a bracket from the rear turret area. The original bracket holes cracked when riveting.
Yeah, that's a good question to ask really, because I could have got that wrong.
What, you say this doesn't overlap it?
No, it only overlaps on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two slide underneath, so.
Well, it's the way the weather comes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Or whether
yeah.
they
It does make sense, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'd have done, sort of.
Yeah, yeah.
At least the paint work, or the lack of it,
I
shows
need a
it.
nice straight edge now
Yeah.
to replicate that, so it'll sit nice up against the jig,
Yeah.
and then I'll trim the rest down.
None of these skins were savable then.
No, unfortunately. Would have been nice.
So it'd be completely new skins.
Skins, yeah. Cooking wood in here, you can smell it.
The lights, poor Dave.
It is in here, unfortunately, yeah. Just good enough for me. Take this with me, make sure I get it the right way.
You haven't got any holes in that yet.
No, no. I'll just slide it all in, make sure I've got enough trim over the edge, and then I'll stop 332 first, and then open that to an 8.
It just, it comes to a stop because the tailplane
yeah,
comes
that's right. I
right
need
in.
the straight edge to put up against.
Yeah.
So might have to release a few of these pins to get it in, I think.
Which landing would you go first? Yeah. Come out. That's it. Got that one.
So the face comes up to the web of form of 35.
Yeah. Trim that off onto the old one.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to work, mate. Do you want to use try and put the grippers in? I'll see if I can squeeze it or not. Good idea. Cross one off the top. Right. Yeah, that way.
Go with that and get a few holes in it first.
Yeah. Is there any place you start? Do you start in the middle or do you come?
Might get a few in the top just to hold it in place, and then I'll go straight to the middle.
I think I might not get one on the floor. Yeah, got one in the front. Not good, is it? Just means I'm not bending it good. You might send out and get something back.
This is the repair Case was working on. If you remember, Case was a volunteer from the Netherlands. Norman has now riveted the support angle repair in place. This is from the other side. This is where the tailplane fits. The Tufnell blocks carry the guide cables for trimming the rudder and elevator.